Hello and welcome to another Dominion League match. This is my second of season 71, playing against catstealer, starting the season off with the two other players who were in my division last season. Let's see, we've got thinning is bounty hunter and biding time, effectively. Draw, storyteller, and witch. Plus actions, rustic village, and plus buy from spices, and traveling fair. So I think in this game cursing is a little less powerful than normal because of biding time. With the bigger token, normally I'd be somewhat inclined to grab an early witch, but I think here, actually, that may not be the play. The curses will... I mean, I guess it depends on whether anybody gets a rustic village, but, I mean, surely they will, so... Or I will, anyway. Well, I guess if I don't play with witch, I don't necessarily need one. But, you know, it's sort of circular. Anyway, I think we probably just go bounty hunter. Silver, we could spend a coffer to get another 4, but that doesn't look amazing to me. And we might... Oh, they get double bounty hunter? Okay. I don't think that's necessarily necessary either. Just because of, again, the biding time. And I kind of wanted the coffer to have the opportunity to like do something like top deck a witch, which we now get to do. But we didn't actually have to spend the coffer to do it. Alright. Yeah, we do want a rustic village. It's probably worth spending the coffer for. Okay, well, at least we didn't draw anything dead. Probably just another rustic village. I'd like to hit 5 again, but, well, we'll do that this turn. I don't think we want to trigger a shuffle. It doesn't seem correct. So we could traveling fair another witch. We do have 2 villages. Alternatively, we could take some plus buy, like take a spices or something. Could also traveling fair a storyteller. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I think I like... I like storyteller. Biding time's about to go off here. The bounty hunter thing will be interesting with that. Like, we get more money from bounty hunting the curse, but then after that, we don't necessarily want to even play the bounty hunter, or just like leave it to the side and then play it when we get like a province or something, but otherwise just don't really do anything with it. Alright, how many cards do we want to draw here? Triggering biding time has to be good for us. We probably just draw as much as we can then. Ugh. Wow. Well, so much for triggering biting time. That's horrendous. Ugh. I guess we take another silver. Oh my god. Okay, well they didn't get to trigger it either, so that's something. I think discard to draw does not look great here now that we have activated biting time. Wait, what? What are they reacting to there? They don't have a beggar. What? What? I am very confused. Oh, they could have discarded it from exile. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I should turn that on. I should, yeah. There's definitely some potential value to be gotten there. All right. I think we probably need some spices. Ugh. Jeez. Wait, really? But why? Um. Do you want to spend? It probably makes this sense to that. It probably makes sense to spend the coffers to not draw, or to draw cards effectively by not playing stuff. So I'm thinking, I think we are going to want to bank, because Storyteller Bank is a thing, right? But for now, I'm thinking maybe we just take one more. Well, hold on. We have not played our Storyteller this shuffle. So maybe we don't need another Storyteller right now. I think we could take another Spices. Take another Witch. I mean, we are ultimately going to want Storyteller. We could also take the bank now. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I might actually do the... Yeah. I'm going to do this because I want the coins to draw a Storyteller. All right, once again, I don't think we want to filter here. All right, so do we play all of our treasures? How much money do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22. So we could certainly traveling fair some stuff if we did. Yeah, I would just ask for an undo if we need. Oh, I totally miscounted that. Wow. Okay. What did I count wrong there? I must have double counted something. So like Storyteller, Spices. And then another bank. I don't think we want to top deck that. This time I think I don't take a curse back. There's no guarantee that it's gonna be relevant to my turn, and I want to get the stop cards out of the way sooner rather than later. Oh. Right, that is how that works. Spend the coffer. Yeah, sure. Okay. Just make sure we draw. Hold the rustic village. Okay. Traveling fair. Storyteller. Spices. I get that because that's fair. I think I was pretty far out ahead there. Alrighty. Was I was player 2? I guess I must have been, yeah. Looking at the turn count. Yeah, and that tracks. Okay. So this time we've got Tanuki, Altar, Trashing, oh, and eventually Carpenter. Cave Dwellers. You could do that to try to hit 5. Keep that in mind. Plus actions is just Throne Room and lesser until Paddocks come online twice. Draw from Paddock and Hunting Grounds. Gains. There's a lot of gains. Paddock generates stuff. Carpenter gains things. Wheelwright gains things. Altar gains things. Tanuki gains things. Trashing Hunting Grounds gains things. Demand. So I think we'd like to try to get to Tanuki or Altar. Cave Dwellers gives us a good shot at getting to Tanuki. If we fail, we at least trigger a shuffle that has a good card in it, and maybe we get 4/4 rather than having to take a silver. So I think I like using the Cave Dwellers now. Oh, well. Poacher or Carpenter? Probably Poacher. I think we would like a Carpenter, but I like the Tanuki more, so... So next turn, we still only have 4 coins down there. Dang it. That's obnoxious. I guess we could take a Sycophant, but if we were to actually trigger a shuffle and then find the Sycophant itself, that wouldn't help us. Do we just go ahead and take a Carpenter? Not really excited about double Poacher. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, we might only hit 3 next turn. That's the reason it matters. I think I am going to take the Poacher. And now I'll take the Carpenter when I have at least a better chance of having it not prevent me from hitting 5. Alright, there's the Tanuki. Unless we should demand and then try to get a Tanuki next turn. So in the rest of our deck we have the Poacher, the other Poacher, and 3 coins. So if we were to like demand Throne Room, that's what I'd be thinking about. We would have to be able to throne the Poacher, which wouldn't be 100% guaranteed. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Tanuki. I mean, obviously we'd be able to throne the horse, but then we'd trigger a shuffle anyway, and it's not like we'd get to the Tanuki faster that way. I hadn't even registered that Hunting Grounds is reckless. That... Okay, so drawing with that is going to be rough. Bottom deck the Carpenter. Alright, I'm going to take a Throne Room. Take... We have 2 estates in hand. I wanted to throw in the Tanuki, but I want to trash this. Like, I want to trash these estates. I mean, we could plan to trash a copper into a sycophant. That's not bad. But I'm not going to be thrilled if it prevents me from getting, like, hitting a higher price point doing that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Another Throne Room. Do I want a sycophant? I mean, we can cycle with it. Yeah, sure. Well, okay. Looks like a good decision right now. I don't think I want to discard again. I don't think we need to do that. That last card should be another Throne Room, right? No, I guess it's a copper. Okay. Thought I had another Throne Room in the deck. Alright, so... Do we take Altar, or do we take Hunting Grounds? The fact that Hunting Grounds is reckless, like, it would draw a lot of cards, but... I think I want the Altar. Okay, so... Here... Should definitely Cave Dwellers. Question is, what do we discard? Thinking we're gonna we're gonna trash the Sycophant, regardless of what we see. Okay, so I would like to get some Paddocks. Do we want 2 paddocks? I guess so. Now the question is going to be, do we want to throne Poacher or Tanuki? We have our Carpenter down there as well. I wonder if we should go ahead and spend favors to cycle here. Probably. Try to find the other estate, yeah. Another option is to just take all the throne rooms. Kind of like that option. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, my paddocks are active. I don't think I want another sycophant. Or, well, they're semi-active. They're not terminal. Poachers are worse. This time, I think we keep the estate, toss the copper. Oh. If we find a throne room, then we throne the paddock, and then we trash sycophant estate. We're not really trying to hit money here, so I think we discard the copper. Okay. I think we just trash the sycophant. Buy nothing. That is too many throne rooms. Maybe we can draw into something useful with our favors. Or maybe we just toss a throne room? That could be correct. Like, what are we going to see down there? If we see Poacher, do we want to throne that? Probably not. Yeah, I'm thinking we trash it. Take a hunting grounds and a sycophant. Do we want to replace the Poacher? Probably. All right, what do we do here? Maybe I should have been a little bit more careful about piles. I don't think catstealer has the gains to like empty 3 sycophants and 3 poachers, but anyway. And by what do we do here, I mean, what do we cycle? Copper seems the obvious choice. But then... Hmm. Hmm. Could toss the carpenter, or the poacher. Throne, paddock, tanuki. Also, we might want to take some duchies. I mean, ideally, we would draw hunting grounds, and then we'd get to throne that. Well, would we even want to throne it? I guess we would. Yeah. Would we want to throne the poacher? Probably not. Well, we probably wouldn't want to throne the carpenter either. Which one would we rather have in the deck? Probably the poacher? No, probably the carpenter. Okay, well... How do we feel about trashing a throne room? We could also just play the poacher, discard a throne room, and then we, like... Yeah. Okay, or... Yeah, I think we just throne, attic, and we... Tanuki the altar into a province. I'm thinking about demand. If we can line horse up with a throne room, that's pretty good. Demand poacher. Demand a carpenter. Probably... Demand an aristocrat? Demand a sycophant? Maybe sycophant. Okay, we did in fact find a horse. I mean a throne. Of course we found a horse. We did in fact find a throne room. I mentioned in the beginning of the game there's lots of gains here. I didn't mention that there's actually no buys, except for aristocrat, for aristocrats, which is like... Ooh. Alright, do we even bother to cave dwellers with this hand? I mean, it would be nice to see our hunting grounds, right? So I guess so. Dang it. Hunting grounds is hiding. Okay. We could aim to trash the hunting grounds rather than to play it. Just play these horses. But drawing 8 cards is so good. Alright. We clearly want to throne the Tanuki. And I think the goal is to grab a couple of hunting grounds in a province here. Just do throne, horse, Tanuki. And we can't possibly win here, can we? Throw in the Tanuki, gain 2 things. Throw in the Carpenter, gain 2 things. Well, you know, maybe we can. We have a lead. So Tanuki, 2 poachers into poachers. Tanuki, like sycophant to sycophant, copper to sycophant, and 5 poacher or whatever. Something along those lines. Yeah, I think we actually should have that. Okay. Oh, we have another throne room too. Okay. I'll take it. Being the first one to actually play a hunting grounds. Pretty valuable there. So, here we've got a 5-2. No trashing except for Flame's Gift. Draw is Lost City, Magnate, Royal Galley, Demand, Blessed Village, Harbor Village, Royal Galley, Lost City for actions. Lots of actions. +5 from Sacred Grove, and then from loot. King's Cache loot could be a thing. I think getting a moat is a good idea. And then the question is, do we demand? Probably. We are ultimately going to want to play with Magnate here, but I think demand Blessed Village looks good. Well, dang. Unfortunate. I mean, it's still better than nothing, of course. Alright, so I think we play the horse normally, and then we might, yeah, I was going to say we might sheep this to demand again. We want to line this up with the moat. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that important because it's not like we have another terminal we can draw it at or something, but still. Oh, wait. Nah. Alright, now I think I'm going to take a galley. So I got all this good stuff. Can't actually find the galley without triggering the shuffle. So I guess we do that. We have another Blessed Village down there. We could demand another galley. And galley that Blessed Village. Oh, we can galley the horse, I guess. I probably should have been... Play a non-duration card from your hand, set it aside. Well, wait, can you... Does that work? That's not what I need to be looking at. I think it doesn't work. We could just sheep this horse. So at some point we're going to want to gain like a Secret Grove or a Cutthroat or something. But... We have the galley thing, we have some more drawdown there. This wouldn't be a bad time to do it. And then the question is, do we want the Cutthroat or do we want the Sacred Grove? Sacred Grove is helping us a little bit more in the short term. Cutthroat ultimately lets us do like the King's Cash stuff. We could do both. We could get like one Sacred Grove and then start getting Cutthroat-y things. Yeah. All right. Let's galley the moat. Ah! Okay, well... Demand another galley? Probably. Do we want to galley the Sacred Grove? Probably? I think I do want to play this horse. Alright, 9 coins. It could be Cutthroat time. We played 2 galleys this turn, we played 1 galley last turn, so we could grab another galley as well. Guess I'll play the moat. Oh no, my galleys. No! Bottom deck them both. Despite the Wind's Gift. Do we just take the King's Cash? We do need a little bit more deck control. Obviously. But... like, we could demand a Blessed Village and grab a moat and then get the King's Cash next turn. Seems reasonable. Like that. You. Oh. Yeah, I probably overestimated my deck control because I had had these horses in the deck and then I didn't have them anymore. Do I want to have the unbalanced galleys? I kind of don't. I mean, we could just try to get another one this turn, but we were gonna try to get the King's Cash. Okay, we'll just do that. What was that? Jewels? Not jewels. Damn it. I don't want to King's Cash that. Ugh. I mean, I guess I will, but I don't want to. I don't know. Ooh. We should actually. Oh wait. We play the vessel to draw the roll galley. Nah, yeah, hold on. This is. I just gotta go full discard here. They do have a moat, so playing the cutthroat isn't going to be so amazing, but. I mean, we could sheep it. But I do want to get another loot. Okay, so if we King's Cash a copper, we have 10 coins. If we King's Cash the jewels, we have 15. Yeah. Super annoying, but could just take the last two blessed villages. And a King's Cash. Also be nice to get a magnate. Take another moat. King's Cash, moat, magnate. Guess let's take the King's Cash and see what it shows us. Puzzle box. All right, that's a better one. We will need some more villages now, but I want to make sure I got the draw too. I guess I don't have to draw the King's Cash this turn, so there's that. It's in our interest to get another loot into our deck, because that way we can King's Cash, loot, loot, loot. Actually, I guess we want 2 more loots because stupid jewels. But then how do we do that most effectively? Like getting another King's Cash makes that problem worse in a sense. So I guess we buy a gold. A differently timed Sky's Gift from that one earlier would have done the trick. Set jewels on the bottom of the deck 3 times. I think we galley the Moat. It's going to be more consistent than Magnate. Okay, well, if we have both of them set up. Oh, alright. Wasn't really expecting that. I mean, I did think I was ahead, but just the timing of that seemed a little random to me, but... Alright. Amulet Student Trashing, Pilgrim Draw, plus maybe one Shantytown, Wandering Minstrel Village. Oh, and also Lost Arts. We might as well open with a Patrician. We can then rush an Amulet. I think that looks correct. Like, the alternative is... Like, we could gain a silver with it, too. Do we want to top deck an estate? Probably. There's an argument against, right, if we want to try to hit Berserker. But, yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe we just hit Berserker next turn anyway. Alright, so... Do we want a student? It's the only way to get astrologer's favors, but I don't know if I cared that much about that. Just take another amulet. Although, we're going to be gaining that stuff off of Berserker anyway. We could just take another Patrician. Because we already have... This amulet's coming out of play anyway. Okay, so as long as we don't get berserked here, we're going to do some berserking. Everyone was sad. So this is probably Minstrel. Gotta be Minstrel. Alright, well maybe now we take the second amulet, or maybe we just take another Patrician. Yeah, probably just take Patrician. Ooh, Conjurer. With Berserker on the board, I'm not actually really feeling that. Do we want to really keep up the pain here? And take another Berserker? Or do we want to just take, like, Pilgrim? There is also Lost Arts, but we don't really need that. I think Pilgrim. Spare our opponent for a turn. Maybe not correct, but they do go for the Conjurer. I guess I'll just take another Minstrel. They're definitely thinner. There's no doubt about that. I don't think this order matters. Did I finally get that second amulet? Probably. Sorcerer. Huh. Okay, what have we discarded? Copper, silver, copper estate, 2 copper estate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards? Yeesh. That's a lot. I would like to trash an estate. Minstrel will discard 3 out of the 7 cards and we'll draw 3 more. That's really not that bad. Well, no, we won't draw 3 more. We'll draw 2 more because we'll have to top deck 1. Yeah. I think we're just not triggering this shuffle. Oh, I guess I hadn't considered that I could gain the Minstrel first and then trigger the shuffle. Eh, whatever. Do we want to gain a second silver here? Off of our amulet. We probably will need it in the long run, but for this, for the moment, I think I'm just going to take the coin. There we go. We gain a Minstrel, we can effectively top deck it. No, never mind, I can't count. All the Minstrels. Every one of them. Now those conjurers don't look so great either. Alright, now do we gain a silver? Still don't think so. Especially since we've got this Berserker that needs to gain something. Oh boy, we're just... I guess we wanted the attrition earlier rather than later. Like, it can't draw anything. What? I definitely had the actions advantage there, but my deck wasn't doing a whole lot. I mean, I guess theirs wasn't either. I mean, I'll take it for sure. All right. We've got Pickaxe, Treasure, Trashing. Draw is just Crossroads, Faithful Hound, and Imps? That's pretty awkward. Plus actions is Conclave and Crossroads. Crossroads is an Obelisk file. We've got a 5-2. I've got to imagine that's Open Treasure, Crossroads, and then pick up a Pickaxe a little later. Oh, the smugglers. Yeah, they're going to get to smuggle my treasure. Nothing I can do about that. Do I want a smugglers? I guess... Maybe? We're going to get to the point where a lot of the games aren't smuggleable pretty quickly, like imps and loot. Let me just take a second Crossroads. There's also Storeroom Faithful Hound. Is that a thing? I don't know if I've done that before. I'm going to take the Crossroads. Guess we take a Pickaxe. It's not the greatest thing right now, but... Yeah, so here's the question. Do we even want to trash these estates with 2 Crossroads in our deck? I'm kind of thinking not unless we specifically want to hit 4, which I don't know that we do particularly. Thinking about getting a storeroom here. And then either Devil's Workshop or Conclave, probably. I guess we don't really need a Conclave yet, do we? Probably not. I'm gonna just chuck all of this, probably. We have 2 estates in those 4 cards and no Crossroads. Guess we're taking the key. Time to get some Faithful Hounds, I think. Well, it would be good to have something to pickaxe. We could go Faithful Hound Silver. Problem with that is then we end up passing the silver back and forth. Faithful Hound... Smugglers? I don't know. Or another storeroom? Maybe another storeroom. Oh my god. Why? Like, they trashed the treasure. Interesting. Oh, I actually do have 2 coins. Would I rather have a gold or a faithful hound? Probably the faithful hound in the conclave. So do we want to play the storeroom and discard the faithful hound? Or just play the crossroads and the faithful hound? Probably the crossroads and the faithful hound. We can always pickaxe the storeroom. Yeah, alright. Do we even cycle this copper? We have our one of our crossroads down there. We don't really want to see that. And I would like to trash this copper. So I think... Figurehead. Alright. There's no reason not to play this storeroom for plus buy, it occurs to me. I don't know why I thought I was low on actions. Not that I super obviously want... I mean, I guess if I'd gotten plus buy from the loot... Do I want to just take a province already? I mean, this is a weak board. There's no doubt about that. And we have these crossroads. Yeah, I'm going to take a province. Plus, they have the smugglers. Can't smuggle a province. Where are my storerooms? Nah. We have not gained an imp yet. Do we just pickaxe the Devil's Workshop? Quite possibly. Unless we get Endless Chalice, we will hit Province. Ford. I wonder if there's any rationale to conclaving the storeroom first. So the crossroads, probably not. More crossroads. It's not crazy. We just chuck the pickaxe too, probably. I mean, this is province. We discard here. Not amazing, but... We're still not hitting province. So we saw both of our crossroads. Last turn, right? Okay, so there's not another one down here, and we still don't hit province. Oh well. Crossroads Faithful Hound, I think. Dang it! Where's my like storeroom or crossroads with my Faithful Hounds? I mean, we do still have 2 cards to draw, but I guess we only have the one storeroom. It's really the crossroads where it's like, jeez. Well, guess we're trashing a Faithful Hound, buying a duchy. Or should we buy more crossroads? I think we buy the duchy. What was this shuffle? If we just, well, I guess if we just discard with storeroom, we do hit province though. Do we cycle further? I think so. Huh. We gotta not trash this copper. That is annoying. Oh my god, we cannot pair crossroads with green. It just can't happen. Well, we can pick a copper up to hit province this turn. And once again, we also, our storeroom didn't see any Faithful Hounds. This is like, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be complaining because like I'm ahead, but it's still crazy. Like, what is happening? I really think the key is the reason I'm winning this game. Sitting on that the whole time. As I've had plenty of times when I've just hit exactly 8. Do they go for the province? Nope. Well, oh! Hello. I think I'm just gonna chuck all of these two. Well, all right. Didn't exactly work out, but I think we're still in an okay spot. I wonder what they're fishing for. Spell Scroll is a little bit better than a normal loot if all you want to do is get a duchy or treasurer. Wait, does this win? I've been fishing for spell scroll the whole time. I don't think it wins unless... Oh, no, it does, because... Yeah. Yeah, because they can pull something out. Yeah, they can get Province Double Duchy off of this. Okay. Oh, and they had more buys. Well, that's obnoxious. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you are supposed to go for that, but they only got there at the end. And they didn't have... Yeah, I guess if you have the spell scroll, that's all you need. I don't know. I think with better draws, the game would have just ended before. Did I not hit? Okay. All right, so treasure again and loot again. Oh boy. Trashing is just monastery. Well, in treasure. Okay. Plus actions is super awkward. Just first mate, and there's no non-terminal actions. So how do you even? You just don't. Like, does that even work? Like, you first mate a first mate. You're just gonna end up playing some terminals and then some different terminals. I think this is just a nothing board where we try to get treasurer. Gain a card in your buy phase. Okay, so like we could open like Silver Fishmonger. That would get us Basilica points, and the Fishmonger will do a reasonable job of staying out of the treasurer's way. I do think we want to get a monastery eventually. Well, maybe we don't. I mean, all it really does is remove estates from our deck, which doesn't seem super important. So they do go for the monastery. I think I'm going to go for the Fishmonger. Okay, we can get a treasurer. We can get 2 treasurers. I think that's correct. Even though there's pretty good odds of collision. And I think we go ahead and take a jeweled egg. Oh, footpad. I didn't even think about that. Tactician. Wow. Wait, why do I... Oh, I just miscounted my coins this turn. Okay, sure. I think it's just another jeweled egg. If they take the Basilica points, then we have to ask, would we rather have 2 jeweled eggs or an exiled estate? Probably the jeweled eggs. Oops. We could also take a monastery now. Honestly, I think Jeweled Egg Control here is actually pretty valuable. Because of the whole spell scroll business. This copper gaining is surprising. Oh, I guess it does have some synergy with Monastery. Okay, fair enough. Figurehead. Not really what I'm looking for. Alright, I guess I'll take the Monastery now. Do we just start provincing? I guess so? Alright, now we probably do... We only hit 7 here. Yeah, they took a black cat. That's one of the reasons. I mean, I don't know if... Oh. I think we do that. So we're not hitting province anyway. Just take another treasurer. In theory, we could also take a first mate, and then, like, if we get really lucky, we first mate the treasurers. But I mean, is that ever happening? I don't know. Hmm. We leave the monastery on top. I think we do. I think I will take the first mate. First mate with a bunch of fishmongers would be pretty funny. I don't know if it'd be very good, but it would be pretty funny. Not the most impressive of tactician turns, I will say. So here, I guess we gain a jeweled egg and then, like, trash them all with monastery or something? I don't know. Five, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we drew the treasurer. Oh wait, we don't get to trash them if we use them to buy... Shoot. Yeah, this was incorrect. Alright, well... I'm gonna buy a treasurer, I guess. The double loons. I guess we just worm the fishmonger. We might get a curse here. Nope. Dang it. It's first mate. Trash the last of these jeweled eggs. Oh, here comes the curse. You trash estate or copper? I think estate. Yeah. So we have 4 treasures in the deck, and our first mate only found one of them. Sad. Even after like drawing a bit with the footpad thing off the jeweled egg. Okay, well I guess I'm not buying green this turn. Oh wait, I forgot I had figurehead in play. What are the odds that they can double province? If I let them draw twice. I mean, their hand is pretty bad. Like, if they don't get to do that, you know? I'm just going to take a treasurer. We could take some black cats of our own. Why not? Okay. Take the key here. We have 13. It'd be nice to know if they have any black cats, but we could do this for later and go province estate, or just go estate and see if they see how many curses we get. So, when did they trigger a shuffle? They top decked these black cats, then they shuffled, and they have not shuffled since. They do have the other black cats. This game could end on duchies. I think I meant to take one duchy and see if they react. Yeah, I think I meant not to take another duchy. Guess I'll take another first mate. Whatever. So now they have triggered the shuffle, which means the black cats could be anywhere. They have 10 coins. They have the tactician coming in. If we take a province, they win off a province estate. If we take 2 duchies, oh, we can take 4 black cats. How about that? That was certainly a sloppy mess of a game. I do not feel very strongly about my approach there. In general, hard to say that I deserve to win 5-1, but I mean, I'm reasonably happy with how I played this match. I did feel like catstealer was a little quick on the resigns on a couple points, but some of those games, for sure, I was ahead significantly. I did have some fortunate openings. I forget which board it was, but there was one where I had a 5-2 that was very nice. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's always really nice to win one in B. It's like I've done a good job of staying in B, but I haven't like outright won all that many matches. So, and especially not 5-1. So yeah, that's very nice and sets me up well for the rest of the season. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will be back with more League later. Don't know when, but until then.